Hello my gorgeous Taurus, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for August 2018. So it's for you my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for August 2018. When it comes to the actual health this month, you are going to have a very sensitive area when it comes to your throat and when it comes to your head in general. There is also going to be a slight sensitivity when it comes to your shoulders as well. What would I like to recommend is, like, when it comes to your throat, I think it's very significant just to make sure that you are taking a really nice amount of vitamin C, if you can take it, of course. And also for example, like when it comes to boosting your immune system in general, because I think in general it's going to be very important for you throughout this month just to make sure that your immune system is like kind of, or that you're on top of things when it comes to your own immune system. And when I say that you're on top of things, of course, just make sure that you drink lots of water. As always I say, water is just so important. Nothing added, nothing in, just the pure water. Try to stick to water. Also try to take a nice amount of vitamin C, and also echinacea is a very powerful herb. Echinacea is a very significant herb indeed. I would highly recommend to take echinacea, which is one of the most powerful herbs when it comes to boost your immune system by increasing the white cells count in your body. Echinacea is a very powerful herb that has been used for many years, and I have been using echinacea myself for many years, and it's absolutely brilliant when it comes to boost your immune system. When you take echinacea, and we take any herbs, I highly recommend and I highly suggest to just to check with your doctor or check with your GP, especially if you are on any other medications, because only your GP, only your doctor is going to be able to tell you whether echinacea or any herb that you take can actually interact with your existing medications. And also what I would recommend to rather take it like in a liquid form than in a capsule form or a tablet form. If you can take it, if you prefer in a capsule or tablet, that's absolutely fine. But the reason why I prefer in a liquid form, because I think it's more pure, I think it's more natural and gets into the bloodstream much quicker. Okay, and you take it 6 weeks on, then you take a couple of weeks break, and then you take a 6 weeks on again, then you take a couple of weeks break again. And this is very important with every single natural herbs that you are taking. It's important to take a breaks every now and then, because otherwise your body would get used to it and then it wouldn't be as effective. And this is something that I highly recommend when it comes to like your immune system in general, which is obviously your sore throat and your headache. It's all connected, okay? And also what I was going to say, like when it comes to your shoulders, just make sure that you have the correct pillow, that you sleep in the right way, that you have the correct pillow, because that's really important. And also when you're sitting down and things like that, just try to make sure that throughout August you don't strain your back, or you don't sit in a negative way, you don't sit in a way that is actually is having a negative impact on your body, on your spine, on your shoulders and things like that. On another hand, when it comes to the actual energy levels, this is also going to be a really great month, because there is going to be really wonderful boost of really good energy and positive energy that you're actually going to have throughout the month. So on another hand, when it comes to your mind and when it comes to your way of thinking, when it comes to your optimistic way of thinking, this is going to be very significant month, because you will find yourself being very productive. This is also going to be the direct impact of you being really productive, because you're going to feel really energized. In fact, you're going to feel re-energized, so you will be able to focus on a lot much more, because your impact is going to be absolutely brilliant, which is going to have an amazing impact on you. And on another hand, it's just going to reflect on everything that you do, which is on another hand have a really fantastic optimism, which is going to give you another fantastic optimism. On another hand, you're going to feel really good, and you're going to feel really positive indeed. So when it comes to the actual productivity, if you do want to do things, if you do want to start things, if you do want to test things, if you do want to try something brand new, this is most certainly going to be the month to do it. Because on another hand, you've got a number 999. Number 9 is an amazing number. Number 9 is a very powerful number. Number 9 is bringing you realization that what you have been focusing on so far, what have you been working on so far, it's not only going to pay off in a really good and a really positive way, it's going to be very rewarding, but it's also going to bring you lots of other things. It's also going to bring you really nice little surprises, and you're just going to realize not only you were on the right track, you were doing the right things, you were on the right journey, even those times when you weren't too sure, even those times when everybody thought, oh no, he's crazy, blah blah, or she's crazy, or they're crazy, that's not right, what they do is just ridiculous, blah blah blah. All those moments when you were trying to prove someone, all those moments when people thought, oh no, they're on the wrong way, on the wrong journey, they're doing the wrong things, this is all going to pay off now. And this is what number 9 is: fantastic achievement, an achievement that is just going to work out really well for you, really brilliant for you, brilliant for people around you, brilliant for people who you love, brilliant for people who love you. This is going to be brilliant. Number 9 is also connected to the certain family member who is actually going to need your help, and you will go to help to that family member. You're going to really enjoy yourself with this, because you're going to be the key for something very, very important. So you are going to be playing also a very important role when it comes to you and when it comes to your loved one as well, because they're going to really need your advice, like quite a lot actually. On another hand, what else I was going to say, number 9 is about the bottom line is, and number 9 it's all about accomplishment, and also it's just basically the realization of where you are at the moment. And this is also on another hand going to bring you a really good realization that is just going to seem like a really tiny little thing to start with, and as the time goes by, as the months goes by the time we get to the end of August, there is something really beautiful going to be kind of born out of it, something really powerful that is just going to be becoming more and more significant, and it's going to start making more and more sense to you and to people around you. Okay, very, very powerful number indeed. Okay, when it comes to the actual first day, my gorgeous Taurus, is now the first date. It's actually the 3rd of August. The 3rd of August is going to be a brilliant day. The 3rd of August is going to bring you fantastic realization. The 3rd of August is going to bring you peace and harmony, and especially with those areas in your life that are driving you crazy, with those areas in your life that you weren't too sure, with those areas in your life that just became really stale, and with those areas in your life that you were really uncertain about, now this is going to start making really great sense, because on the 3rd of August 2018 you're just going to be able to have this fantastic realization that you are on the right track, on the right journey, but it's just going to start, it's going to require from you to make a little adjustment, and this little adjustment that you're going to need to make, it's going to go a long way. It is just kind of a little bit of management that you're going to need to do in order to bring together into perfect union, which is absolutely brilliant. It's just a little bit of adjustment that you are going to have on this day indeed. You can also expect an omen. There is an omen, a certain sign that you are going to have on the 3rd of August. You're going to have an omen, a sign. It could come in any shape or form, and it will happen at any time, but by the end of the day on the 3rd of August, expect a very, very interesting omen, which is just going to make completely sense to you and to what is going on in your life at the moment, what this omen means for you, when did it happen, how did it happen, why did it happen, how did you feel at the time when it happens, was it nice, was it not nice, what were you thinking about the time, what was your biggest problem, what was your big problem. And that omen is going to have direct impact also on your own reorganization. This is again going to make you to realize that you're going to need to reorganize things a little bit. And then when it comes to your money in general, you're going to realize that they're going to be, the results are going to be nearly due. And when I say that the results are going to be nearly due, you will have some kind of like a really good realization, but which is going to be very powerful visual realization, which is going to seem very, very strong, very powerful. It could even happen if you like fell asleep for like about a couple of minutes, and then you have a little bit of realization when you go on a mini astral projection, mini astral traveling, or you might have a little bit of like a lucid dreaming and things like that. However, it is going to be very connected to you have a very strong visual sense. Visual impact is going to be very significant when it comes to this one. And on another hand, it's going to make you feel really passionate about a certain stage in a certain area in your life, which is just going to kind of wake you up in those areas in your life, and that you kind of like that became very stagnant. You know, it's going to be all this is also somehow going to be connected to the certain parts and certain bits and pieces when it comes to your childhood, and when it comes to those particular things in your life that used to drive you, that used to make you really, really happy. So while they're not making you happy anymore, what happened? You see, this is when this fantastic energy shake up, energy balance is going to start changing. It's going to start bringing all these things out in light to you, because you're going to start, there is a light that is going to be shined on those areas, those things that were really, really far buried deep down in your subconscious mind, which is on another hand going to open the whole new door towards something completely new in your life. A whole new idea is going to come out of it. I highly, highly, highly suggest, like, especially because I can see that you will have your omen. I can see that you're going to be like a very much so connected to your like a spirituality. Your third psychic eye is going to be completely enhanced, and you are going to be getting all sorts of messages throughout August. There's no question about that in my mind, because you will be so close to your own spirituality. I highly suggest to get something like a lapis lazuli, also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt. Very, very powerful and very significant when it comes to our spirituality, finding out the spiritual messages, and when it comes to enhancing our third psychic eye. And above all, in your situation, my gorgeous Taurus, this is going to be brilliant to try it, because it's going to help you to recognize the messages that your spirit guides and your angels are trying to give to you. And they are going to be very significant in August, on the 3rd of August onwards. But on the 3rd of August, they're going to be very strong, and then onwards throughout the months, this is going to be happening to you. This beautiful lapis lazuli comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the actual link is going to be in description below. Okay, the second important day is going to be on the 8th of August. My goodness, now 8th of August, I don't even know what to say, because number 8 is just so powerful, so significant. It's just trying to let you know, number 8 in itself, that it's all about money, financial situation, confidence and power, and the new direction. Now you are going to have a very, very good news on this particular day. You have 8th of August, so you have 8 and 8. My goodness me. This is so powerful, because not only you're going to have a good news, but it's just going to be the whole new direction, the whole new journey is going to be revealed after this moment to you. And this is also going to be connected to the promotion. This is also going to be, and 8th of August is also going to be very significant for those of you who are waiting for the promotion at work, because expect something very significant to happen when it comes to your promotion, because there is going to be some kind of step towards the whole new area, whole new journey, whole new direction when it comes to your work. If you're looking for a job, the 8th of August is the day when you need to apply for as many jobs as you can, because there is something very, very special coming true. Okay, and also if you're like retired, then there is also very important day, very powerful situation going to happen, which is going to make you realize that you were on the right track, you were on the right journey, and finally you're going to get recognized, and finally you're going to start being recognized by the right people who you want to be recognized by, you see. And this is going to be brilliant, because on another hand, this is going to make you feel really good, really powerful, and it's going to give you the whole boost of energy that you needed in order to move on, and which you needed in order to start seeing the certain stage and certain journey in your life, which is going to be the brand new beginning, but is so much connected to what you do now. So in a few months time, in precisely at around November is going to be very significant, very powerful, and it's going to be directly connected to what's happening now on the 8th of August 2018. Of course, it's all connected. Now the 31st of August is the last date that I want to tell you. The 31st of August is a wonderful day because the whole day is going to feel really strange. The whole day is going to feel really different. The whole day is going to feel like one of those days when we feel like we need a little bit of a grounding, but there are a few different ways that we feel when we need a little bit of grounding. Sometimes it can feel like a little bit heavy, a little bit negative-ish, and sometimes it can feel like when we need a grounding, sometimes it can feel like a different dimension, but we just feel like, well, we are just floating in this different dimension, and it doesn't feel bad, it doesn't feel negative, but you can just feel that different dimension that is just that is just making you feel a little bit strange and a little bit different, and it's not necessarily that people can feel that you feel different, that you feel like you're part of the different dimension. It's just the way you're kind of going to feel because you're going to be the part of a different stage, different dimension, you see. And this is why this is going to be so important, because what is going to happen is that you are going to get an advice. There's an amazing advice that you're going to get. That advice is connected to somebody who you really love and somebody who really loves you. That advice is connected to somebody very powerful. It could be like an immediate family member. It could be like a really good friend that was part of your life for a really long time. That's the energy of a family member as well. However, that person is very powerful. That person is very significant. That person is very intelligent, spiritual, and in a business way, in so many different ways. And you know this, you're aware of this indeed. And that person is actually going to be crucial for you because it's going to hold a really fantastic advice for you. Basically, you're going to get an amazing advice, and that advice is going to be crucial for you because it's most certainly going to make you feel like there's a big problem going to go away automatically. Big problem, it's going to fall off your shoulder because this information is going to be crucial for you, because this information, on the other hand, it's going to lead towards you having your own perfection, you feeling perfect, you feeling great, you feeling finally brilliant, and also you're going to feel honored because of your own recognition, which is absolutely brilliant. This advice is going to lead towards you having just rewards from your hard work and success. The bottom line is, by the end of the day, on the 31st of August, you're going to feel fantastic, you're going to feel brilliant, because you're going to know and you're going to be aware of the fact that rewards from your hard work, that's the bottom line, rewards from your hard work are finally going to start happening, finally going to start manifesting in your life, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. Not only you're going to feel great about yourself, but you're going to be admired by other people, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay, now the first part of August 2018, the first week of August 2018, you will be focusing on your work a lot, and you will be focusing on what you're doing at the moment. If you're retired, for example, you're going to be focusing on a hobby that you have, and this is going to be brilliant because, and this is going to be a little twist here, that focusing on work is going to bring this energy, that focusing on hobby, it's going to bring this energy that is just going to confuse you a little bit, because you will feel like there is some certain area in your life that you really need to work on. Some certain area in your life is just going to become very significant because it's going to give you not sleepless nights, but when you go to bed, you've been thinking about it for a while. When you go to bed at the first part of August, you're going to be thinking about something, and it's just going to come out of the blue, and it's just going to kind of make you realize that maybe you're not as free as you should be. Maybe you're not free as you would want to be. And maybe your life is not as synchronized as you would want to be. And you will want to work on this issue, work on this problem, and you are. What's going to happen, the certain realization is going to come literally over the night, and your life is just going to become more synchronized, but you're going to realize that you're just going to need to cut out a certain element in your life. On another hand, you're going to just start doing things a little bit differently, in a slightly different way. There is also the new area going to start manifesting in your life, and that is going to be followed by big wish coming through, big wish coming forward, and you will be able to relax, you will be able to chill out, you will be able to go to sleep at night without thinking about this problem, you will be able to go to sleep at night without thinking about this particular issue. And this is going to be really brilliant, but also so the problem is going to come to an end. It's going to kind of sort itself out by you kind of cutting it out of your life and changing and adjusting things a little bit. But on the other hand, you're going to find yourself at the part of the competition. Other people are going to be part of something, and it's going to be really great, really well. This is going to be connected to money, financial situation, and things like that. Some kind of competition. You will be part of something, and then it's to do with the money, it's to do with prosperity, it's to do with the financial situation quite a lot. But then you're going to also, this is going to sadly be followed by the realization that there is some kind of illusion, some kind of like a situation that you were just hoping for, but it's not really going to happen. But then again, it's fine, because this is just a small part of the bigger picture. So that small part of the bigger picture is not going to happen that you wanted to hope that it's going to happen. But on another hand, that is just going to give you even more determination, even more power, and that particular power is going to be brilliant. It's going to require you sorting out something with someone, a little tiny little conflict. I'm not saying it's a conflict, but you will put your point across, you will say your point across, you will most certainly say what you need to say, and this is just going to be very significant because it's going to have a direct impact on what you do, and it's just going to be the step in the right direction. The situation that you thought that it's going to be really negative and uncomfortable, it's actually not going to be negative and uncomfortable. The bottom line is it's actually, in fact, going to fill you with positivity and self-esteem and a whole new determination. By the time we get in the second part of August 2018, there is the something really, you see, it's the lots of ending and lots of beginnings, ending beginnings. This is brilliant, and it's very significant. It's so much connected to you and to your particular spiritual journey. My gorgeous Tauruses, this is a highly spiritual month for you. So lots of you are going to be working on your own spiritual journey. Lots of you are going to be working on your own spiritual karma, and this is why the few different stages you have this month when certain things are going to come to an end, and then the new things are going to be born automatically. But the new things wouldn't born automatically, wouldn't start automatically if you didn't come to an end with particular issues in your life. And this is what is going to happen here. There is just something that used to bring you maybe lots of happiness again, and lots of practicality and lots of security in a certain extent. You see, that is also going to be some negative situation is going to happen that is just going to make you realize that you're going to have to move on. And there are three things that are going to be very much so connected to this. Three things are going to be playing an important role in this, and other people are going to be part of you, and other people are going to help you, you see. And you will realize that this is actually something that is very significant to do. And as soon as you cut this out of your life, as soon as you change this, as soon as you realize that there's no point dragging things on, as soon as you realize this, you see, you will automatically, the mid-August, this is already happening, like in mid-August, this is already going to happen. It's just a realization that you're going to have resources, that you have more resources than you realize. You're more powerful than you realize. You have already done so much more than you realize. And it's all about this grounding, about this realization, about this situation that is actually really good. It is just a little bit of like a realization that is just going to rewrite the whole chemistry of your body, which is just on another hand just going to open the whole new door to you. And this is also going to be connected to the little hermit mode. And what the hermit mode is going to do to you is just going to give you like about a day of you feeling like you want to withdraw from the situation, a day when you will want to just step back from the situation to realize something really powerful in your your life. Lots of people don't realize how powerful hermit mode is. How long hermit mode lasts? Lots of people ask me this. It all depends on us individually, on our spiritual journey, on our spiritual situation and things like that. Sometimes the hermit mode can last a day, sometimes it can last an hour, sometimes it can last a couple of hours, sometimes it can last a week. You know, it all depends. The hermit modes are really important, very, very highly spiritual, important indeed. It's when our own spirituality is trying to let us know. Our spirit guides are trying to let us know something. Our angels are trying to let us know something. Our subconscious mind is trying to let us know something. And in order for us to realize what is this, in order for us to realize this, we need to be withdrawn from the situation, away from people, and connect to our own subconscious mind, which is going to be very, very much so enhanced at that point indeed. So there's a very powerful realization that you are going to have, and this is why the hermit mode, when we feel like we need to be a little bit alone, is so important, because there is something very, very powerful, very significant that our spirit guides or our angels, our guardian angels, are actually trying to let us know. And what they will let you know is something, a big burden. This is going to be connected to the big burden in your life, a big massive burden. It's going to be sorted. Big massive burden is coming to an end. A big problem, a big worry is coming to an end. And that big problem and that big worry that is coming to an end, it's very much so connected to the actual time. It's very much God. Sorry. It's very much so connected to the actual time. It's very much so connected to the actual time span. You see, and you knew this, you know this. You were just waiting for the right moment. You were just waiting for the right time when this is going to unfold, when this is going to finally happen. So this is the spiritual message that you are going to have from your spirit guides and from your angels, that the big problem is finally coming to an end. But you know that this problem, big burden that you had, it would come to an end eventually, but you just didn't know when. And it was all about the time. And this started some while ago, and this started some time ago, and this started with something very negative, very, very negative that happened in your life, like a loss of someone. Since then, since that moment in time, a loss of someone has caused a certain situation that has arise in your life. Sorry, every now and then I forgot how to speak. But this basically has brought the message, a situation in your life that was connected to the hard part of your life, very difficult part of your life, when you perhaps lost someone, and there was something that started, rolling, but it hasn't resolved since. And now this is about to be resolved, and this is going to be really, really brilliant. Very spiritual time, very significant time indeed. And you will see exactly what I mean, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, the third part of August for my beautiful Taurus is now. The third part of August is going to be really, really good. You're going to feel really, really enlightened. You're going to feel like a free spirit. You will want to try new things. You will want to kind of focus on new things. You will be meeting with people a lot. You will be going out a lot. There are a few friends that are going to come through that you haven't seen in a while that you love to bits, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And also there is some kind of judgment that is just going to be working out, that is going to actually work out in your favor. So if you're waiting for someone to decide something for you, if you're waiting for some kind of judge or some kind of judgment, or someone to decide something for you, whatever that is, when other people are involved, like to decide to make a decision about you, expect a really good decision, really powerful decision, and expect the big problem to come to finally to an end, because you will be able to chill out, relax, and you will finally be able to relax in such a way where you're going to be able to kind of relax, concentrate on your future plannings. Now, you wasn't really able to relax when it comes to your future and future planning because of this particular problem, because of this particular issue. Now, that issue is going to be resolved at the end of August, and this is why this is so important. And after that moment and after that point, you will be able to do future planning and concentrate on those things in your future that you couldn't simply allow yourself to concentrate concentrate on so far until you know what is going to happen, if you know what I mean. So, and that is all connected to your own security. That is all connected to your own power, which is brilliant because it's just so important to you that it's going to have an enlightenment effect on you, an enlightenment effect on you and the people around you, even on your health. It is going to be absolutely brilliant. And the end of August, when it comes to the health and when it comes to those of you suffering from long ailments, the end of August, the very end of August is going to be brilliant because your ailments that you didn't see any improvements, you will be able to finally see those improvements, and you're going to feel literally enlightened, and there is going to be a swift change when it comes to like a health, when it comes to those of you that are waiting for like improvements and things like that at the end of August. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, my beautiful Tauruses. Now I'm going to use this wonderful tarot cards, and I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you, my beautiful Tauruses, that are in relationship, and we're going to see what August is actually going to bring. So I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to you, beautiful Tauruses. I'm going to put the energy of you, Taurus, and Taurus that are in relationship for August 2018. And we're going to see what this month is actually going to bring. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, fantastic. Okay, absolutely brilliant. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, fantastic. You see, now, when it comes to those of you, you see, those beautiful Tauruses that are in relationship, this is going to be a very significant month because there is something really wonderful that is going to happen, something really significant that is going to happen, and your partner is actually going to have a really good option. Your partner is going to have a really good choice. Your partner is going to have a very good realization. This is really powerful. This is very significant, especially if you're worrying about the finances, especially if you were worrying about a career, especially when you were worrying about anything financial or anything like that, or about a certain direction. Your partner is going to have an amazing news this month, and that news is going to be brilliant. That news is going to be wonderful. You're not the only one that is going to benefit from this news, but basically you are directly going to benefit from it because you're both going to be extremely happy, because this is going to have a direct impact on both of you, because after that moment, after that point, you will be able to focus on a certain stage in your life. You will be able to focus on a certain area in your life. You will be able to focus on the next journey in your life. It's something that you just couldn't. It's just similar situation what I said here at the end of August. It's something that you couldn't allow yourself to focus on. You couldn't allow yourself to think about. You couldn't allow yourself to like kind of go there with your mind until the certain issue and certain problems, it's actually sorted. And now your partner is going to have a very good realization, which is just going to come in as some kind of form of offer as well. New prospects, you see, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. And now you will be able to finally start thinking about a new stage, a new journey in your life with your partner. This is going to be life-changing months for both of you, you and your partner. Absolutely, literally life-changing months, because now after this moment, after this point, the whole new door is going to become available for both of you. And on another hand, when it comes to you and your relationship, this is going to bring your relationship on a whole new level. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What can I say? Now I'm going to focus on those of you that are actually single, ready to mingle. Okay, so now basically I'm going to connect to my spirit guide, I'm going to connect to my angels, and I'm going to put the energy of a Taurus, single Taurus, for August 2018. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to shuffle these cards. I'm going to concentrate on Taurus, which is single Taurus, for August 2018, which kind of messages we actually have. Oh my lord. Okay, okie dokie, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, there is something very significant going to happen. I can all tell you straight away that this is going to be the month when single Tauruses, you're going to be going out a lot, you're going to be meeting lots of people, you're going to be meeting like lots of people, you're going to have a great time, you're going to be flirting a lot, you're going to be like meeting lots of new people. And I think this is going to be very significant for you, because I think some of you couldn't really go out that much in the last few months because you were focusing on a different thing. things, and there were like lots of other things were going on in your life. So August is going to be very significant when it comes to you meeting new people, you meeting really significant people. And what else it means? It means that you are actually going to meet someone very special. You are going to meet someone very significant. You are going to meet someone very different, and you are going to meet somebody very powerful and very significant when it comes to your own particular spiritual journey. It's just somebody who you know from your past life, from one of your past lives, is actually going to come through, actually going to come forward. These people are in our lives. They come in and they go. It all depends what type of spiritual journey we are at, how far we are at. But this one is a very, very special. This one is a very particular. This is somebody that is just going to come through and just shake everything in your world. It's just going to shake everything off, and you're going to start feeling about this person immediately in a completely different way. There are feelings that you're going to have about this person that you didn't feel in a really long time. This person, when you meet this person, is also just going to make you do things with them you haven't done in a long time. And also you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to find yourself like, oh my god, I just can't believe I'm like doing this with that person, or I'm so free with that person, I'm completely naked in front of that person, like for example, you know, like I would be just so nervous to be naked in front of somebody else, like for example, you know, and things like that. With the other words, you're going to feel really comfortable, like you will surprise yourself. And this is because this particular journey is meant to be part of this journey, because this particular person was the part of your journey in one of your past lives, and there is still a big lesson to be learned. There is still this continuation of that particular journey in this life. There is a lot to be learned, a lot to be learned, a lot to be learned. Prepare to be swept off your feet. You are going to meet someone very powerful, very significant indeed, very different, and somebody who is just going to show you this world in a completely different way. You will see, and you will know exactly what I mean. That person is going to be someone very professional. That person is going to be somebody really powerful. That person is going to be somebody really significant. Not only they're going to be sexy, good looking, very powerful, they're also going to be very, very professional and very successful when it comes to their work. That person could also be very much so connected to your work, where you work, but it doesn't have to work with you necessarily. But when you meet this person, if you're retired, for example, it depends. If you are going to have a certain hobby, it could be connected to your hobby. If you're wherever you go on a daily basis or weekly basis where you meet other people, this person is going to be around. When you meet this person, the other people are going to be around. Okay, so it's very significant. So for those of you that are working, it could be somebody at work, but it could also be connection, like when you meet somebody, if you're on your way to work, on your way from work, or if you're thinking about work, if you're talking about work, if you're intensely thinking about your work, some kind of connection with the work is very much so going to be strong when it comes to this person. So my single Tauruses, prepare to be swept off your feet. My advice is just go out as much as you can, enjoy yourself. The bottom line is, once you meet this person, you will be able to single them out straight away. There is something very significant, very magnetic going to be around them, and you will not be able to explain what that is and why do you feel like that, because I'm telling you this now, you will be aware of it. Prepare for an amazing month, my gorgeous Taurus. It's all happening now. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.